Welcome back to my channel. It's Winnie B. LV, Mouth of the South. No intro, no outro, just this hoe. Pay no attention to the hat, guys. I'm having bad hair. Month, week, day. I'm just having bad hair. So we decided to throw a hat on this mess and go. Coming up in this video, I am going to do a review on the Petite Sac Plat for Yota. Yeah, Yota of Yota Style. She wanted the review of this. She's thinking of getting one. I did an actual review on what fits on this, and I will post a link to that video when I bought it in August of last year. So this is kind of a 6-month wear and tear, how's it holding up and all that good stuff, and how I use it, because I use this bag actually more than any other bag in my collection at the moment. But first, girl, let's tell a story. So I told you all briefly that in a previous life, I used to do radio announcing. I was horrible at it. As a matter of fact, I was so bad. I was one of the first people let go. This has been over 10 years ago, but I was one of the first people let go in my tiny market. That's how, I mean, seriously, that's how bad I was. They, like, when the radio started dying out a little bit, you know how newspaper did, then radio did that, and now I think it's cable TV and local TV is doing that, circling the drain. When all that started dying down, I was like, oh, they'll never get rid of me. Girl, never say that, because she was gone. Listen, they didn't even give me a warning. They just took me to an office and said, oh, by the way, we can't afford you right now. You're gone. So yeah, I was one of the very first people let go in that profession. So in my area anyway, where I worked. So that's a real kick in the pants. But anyhow, it's all for the best. I have a better job than I ever had doing that. That was fun at times, and I'll tell you one of the things that I did one night. I worked for several different kind of stations. I worked for Top 40. I worked for hip hop, which was my favorite. I worked for rock, heavy rock station, an alt rock station. They always change. When you get into some format, then they're always like some, you know, smart as hell consultant comes in and goes, oh, well, that's not working. And then guess what? That didn't work either. They're real smart. But anyway, you can tell I don't have much love for these people anymore. And the last station I worked for, the one that canned me, was like a all-purpose, like, you know, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, you know, one of those. Easy listen. Okay. But when I worked for the rock station, I did a lot of, this is how radio announcers make their money, guys. They go to places that buy the time and do like remotes, on location events, broadcasting live. So every time anything was available at one of those, like, I had my hand up, because that's how you made your money. They didn't pay you well at all. Hourly, it was just a few bucks, but you could really make, you know, $50 to $100, even more than that, an hour doing live remote. So I was like, hell yeah, sign me up. Beach gotta eat. So I was always first in line for that. So I know one night, and this was totally not my thing, but they made me go to a strip club. Yeah, and I was, you know, I'm not clutching my pearl. I wasn't, you know, embarrassed by that or anything. I was just like, yeah, I got a job to do. So I thought, I'll take my husband. We'll make a night of it. I'll work. I'll make money. Then we'll, you know, have fun. We took another couple with us. It was a really fun night. I think I only had to do like 2 hours of work, and then, you know, I got to hang out. So when you do that sort of thing, when people listen to you on the radio, they kind of think they know you, and that's cool, because they kind of do. So I had a girl come up to me, one of the dancers came up to me between her set while I was broadcasting, and she was standing there, and then after I got off the air, she came over and she said, Winnie, guess what? And I was like, what, girl? Now, she was fully nude except for a G-string, okay, and heels, and she smelled like baby powder. Go figure. It does smell like a baby powder bomb went off in that place. That and baby oil. They're either slicked up or powdered up. You just don't know what you're going to get. So they're floured up or greased up. You never know. So anyway, she came over and she said, Winnie, guess what I did? And I had never met her before. But, you know, she kind of, you know, acted like she knew me. So I was like, girl, what? What did you do? She was like, I bought new boobs. And they cost me $4,000. And this has been probably 10, 15, probably closer to 15 years ago. And I looked at them and I was like, oh my gosh, they look great. And I made this slow move back up to her face. Hi, girl. I am not going to yuck anyone's yum, but this girl, bless her heart, she had spent $4,000 on new boobs, and they looked amazing. But when I got up to her face, bless her heart, she didn't have a tooth. She did not have one tooth, maybe one. But I was just like, well, there you go. People aren't coming to see your smile, right, babes? I didn't say that to her, but I just always have gotten a kick out of that story because I always thought, wow, you saved your money and got boobs, but man, oh man. Personally, I feel like I would have fixed up my smile, but hey, baby doll, you do you. And I'm sure she made tons of money off of her investment, and good for her. But I think people kept coming up and trying to, yes, people kept coming up, girls kept coming up all night trying to sell us a lap dance. My husband, he was just like a deer in headlights, girl. He was like, oh, no, no, no. But, you know, if he'd been with the guys, probably he'd be like, yeah, here's 20. How about it? You know, but it was just kind of like they would come up and ask him. He would look over at me, and I'd be like, and then he'd be like, oh, no, of course we don't want that. But that was a fun. If you ever want to have a good fight and good fun and then a good makeup session, take your man to a strip club. Moving right along. Yota of Yota Style, she asked me to do a review and a what fits and like sort of a 6-month how it's holding up review on the Petite Sac Plat. And that is just what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I have carried this more times than I can count. I've really gotten cost per wear out of this. It's almost paid for itself because I carry it. I mean, I'm not going that many places. We're talking about, you know, the grocery store, a doctor visit, going to see my son, going to see my daughter, going to my mom's house, you know, going to pick up food. So I do throw this in the car and carry it with me more times than not. So, honey, I bought this in August of last year. I pre-ordered it. It came first week of August. I did a video on it. I'll post that above and down below. But here's what I carry. Now, I can't say enough good about this. I love that the handles are not the raw white vachetta because I feel like I would not carry it hardly at all. But I don't have any fear about taking this girl out because of the treated handles. I'm not a big full, I've been carrying it top handled lately, but it comes with the treated vachetta, which is already, you know, got that beautiful honey patina on it. The only drawback that I have to this bag, first of all, I don't ever crossbody this with that because it's a little too short. And sometimes I do, I think I've done it once, carry it with the extender. I've got a little extender chain that I use because I like for my stuff to hit me right around the hip. And as y'all know, I take up some area, so it takes a little more strap to get to my hip. Those are words to live by, girls. But sometimes I do the Felici chain on it. And again, this is the same size as the vachetta strap. So what I do is I put a little extender, and you can get this at Dress Up Your Purse. I cannot remember where I bought this. I think it's like Organize Your Bag or something like that. I'll try to put a link in there. But yeah, this is perfect. I don't mind that it's a different link. I actually love this link right here. I'd love to have a bracelet or a necklace out of this. I love it. But anyhow, neither here nor there. But when I crossbody, I use the chain. Speaking of the crossbody element of the bag, it does have these little extra hooks. And I am not crazy about that. It does, when you fold these handles down and you crossbody it, it does cause a little, you know, like you're in a buggy or something. I mean, it just flops all around. So I'm a big fan of just putting little tabs here and crossbodying. I think that would have been a better idea, but What am I, a designer? No, ma'am. That's why I do carry it top handle a lot, just because I'm not crazy about the placement of where you have to, you know, crossbody it. So what do I keep in here? It's real simple, and I think I did a what fits one time, and I put all kinds of crazy things in there. I always just hand carry my phone. I could put my phone in here, but it would be tight, and it would also mean I would have to sacrifice one of my SLGs, and I'm not about to do it. So what I do is I carry the Kirigami little card holder that I keep like my IDs and stuff in. I also carry my 4-key, key holder, which fits perfect. I mean, these things are the perfect dimension for that. Perfect width. And then in the bottom, now those two are kind of Tetrised on the top of these two items. So on the bottom I have, and it's a tight fit, girl. I have my clay. And besides that, I could carry any of my card holders, but I've got the YSL, which is loaded up right now with my cards and stuff. So yeah, perfect. But yeah, everything sort of Tetrises in this nicely. It fits in there perfect like a puzzle. And then in the little pocket here, you can't really get much in, but if I ever have cash or anything, I just slip that down in there, or a receipt, or just anything like paper or anything extra, I slip that down in there. So yeah, so all that stuff fits in there. I mean, it's just like a puzzle, girl. It's just perfect how it goes down inside. I had to do this the other day. I carried this into my doctor's office, and I had to set it on the counter to get something out, and all the girls in the office were like, "Oh, what about your bag? Show it to me." So I was like, of course, "Oh, girl, let me show you." So I was just too happy to show you that. But I do get a lot of compliments on it. I do get a lot of people who say, "What in the heck do you put in that little thing?" So yeah, it's a perfect little Barbie doll purse. And so everything does fit nicely. It doesn't poke out. I've put this little charm on there, this little, I think I got this from Amazon, but the little Murakami looking flower, I think that goes perfect with this little bag. So yeah, it is held up well. It still looks brand new, even though I do use the heck out of this. I carry it everywhere. I set it on the kitchen table, so if I do have to run out, I can just grab her and go. So perfect. I do recommend this bag if you can find it. I'm sure it's on the website. There's so many different leathers, styles, colors that they have put these out in. There's a beautiful pink one. They just have, they do have like a different color handle with a different color. I'll have to look at those. I can't remember right off the bat what all they offer, but I think they just started selling a new one. I'll put it up here. So yeah, gorgeous. I totally recommend this. You'll get your money's worth out of it because it's so easy to take in and take out, you know. So what do you guys think of this little bag? Is she too small for you? Let me know down in the comments if this is something you're into. If you have one, how you are using it. Is it coming in handy? Are you kind of like, I want to know everything. Let me know in the comments. Thank you to Yota for requesting this video because it was fun to do. And I always like talking about this bag. She's so cute. If you haven't seen her, you know, I haven't had her up here lately in the back because I've been carrying her. Also wanted to tell you, oh yeah, this glazing, still very, very shiny and red and gorgeous. I love the glazing on a bag. If it's all messed up, I'm gone. Nope, sorry. She's not the one. But anyway, if you want to see something specific, just ask. We'll try to work it in. By we, I just mean me. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and into the weekend. And listen, if y'all see my husband though, ooh, girl, don't tell him nothing. Bye. Oh, girl. You see this thing? Okay, so this is like a glasses holder. It's what comes in like a, I think they call those lunettes. The Louis Vuitton, eyeglass case. So I really wanted one because I thought that is a major flex. And at night, I kind of sometimes fall asleep with my glasses and then I just throw them somewhere and can't find them. So I thought, well, maybe I'll have the wherewithal to put them slide them in a little case, which I have cases, but they're the kind you have to open up. So anyway, I thought, oh yeah, I need a case because Autumn has a case and I love them. She has 2 of them and I think she has 3. And I'm like, that is a heck of a flex. I'm going to get one. So I talked myself into it, but apparently she did the dimensions on it. My glasses wouldn't fit in the one that I was trying to buy, which was super cheap. So anyway, while I was searching for that on eBay, this little cloth number came up for like 18 bucks. So I put a heart on it, and then the seller offered it to me for 16 bucks, like maybe $16.99, something like that. Now it's like the same seller's gone up. They have a few more and they're like 34. So go figure. But anyhow, I really wanted it. So I settled on, just this little less than 20 bucks deal. Because I think this is what Yota uses. So I did a compromise. I was like, I can't really afford the one that Autumn has. They don't fit my glasses, but for less than $20, she got this. So what do you guys think? I'm pretty excited about this little purchase. It's really soft too. And I didn't invest much. This is something that my husband can get behind. Well, I got something he can get behind. What?